Well, it's possible to create a plant schedule or a plant list in a manual sense using gCADPlus, and that's been done here. So a piece of text, autumn fern, is there, and a symbol's been placed alongside, similarly the hosta and Texas columbine. So the list can be done, but you do have to do a count yourself, so 150 hostas and so on, the count is there. There is an easier way in gCADPlus, and that is to load a plant database file with this drawing. And I've done that, and if we click gCADPlus and edit a plant list, here's the little list that I've called Texas, and it's the list of 20 or so species that have been specified for this concept plan. Well, we can work with this list in a number of ways. As you see it here, it's arranged in order of botanical name in alphabetical order. If I click there, the order shifts from A to Z and reverses. We can sort by common name. We can sort, helpfully I think, by type. That puts all the medium shrubs, mini shrubs and small shrubs in groups together. So sorting of that database file is quite straightforward. I'll OK that now, and I'll demonstrate how to assign a particular species to a symbol. So the first one here is autumn fern. So if I select the symbol, I can then go gCADPlus and come across here and say we're going to set data to a plant. When I do that, up pops that list that we've associated with this drawing. And you may see down in the status line, it tells us which particular plant database file is associated with this drawing. And we need to find the autumn fern. So we could shuffle and pick it in that direction and say, OK, and we're done. Now, each of these symbols, I can go on and do that, each of these symbols, as we click on them, it'll show in the properties box to the left the botanical name, common name and code for each individual symbol. So what I can now do is run a plant schedule, and I've done it here. If I set my current text style to standard, I can run the schedule and it will count the number of particular examples of each species that's been specified. Now that's a little bit wide at the moment, so let's run the schedule again, and we'll go gCADPlus, plant schedule, we'll just run the standard schedule. If there have been any changes to the drawing, if I put additional symbols in or remove them, this will update the total count on the right hand side. So we'll set our height at, let's say, 0.7. This is a US example. Corner point here, we want it to be a little narrower, so we pop it in like so. And there's our little list that's been created, and all the counting's been done for it. And that's a large saving in drafting time. Well, what I'll do now is remove that earlier, in a sense, hand-done plant list, and then we'll pick up this plant schedule list here. It's a block, so it can be moved roughly into the same position and then unselect all. And if I then swing to a layer, which I've set on an architectural C size sheet, you can see that our plant schedule appears to the left and gives us the identifiers for all of the species in the design. So I hope that demonstrates that using the automatic system to generate the plant schedule in gCADPlus can save you a great deal of drafting time. The information in that schedule can be moved to an Excel spreadsheet if required, and costing can be done. If I switch to plant schedules and edit that plant list, let's widen it. You can add a lot of extra information on pot size, cost of individual plants, custom note, maybe substitute smaller tube stock if unavailable, or words to that effect. And all of that information can be printed by running here, plant schedule, draw schedule custom content, so we can run through there and include all the things that you have in that GCP file in the schedule. Clearly you're going to need a wider amount of space for it.